channel. It is your girl Star Summers Ascensions, and I'm coming back to you with another video today. So, oh yeah, my brother texted me. So, y'all, this is just gonna be a little, I don't even know what to call this video. I'm just trying to upload back to back, give y'all some content, let y'all know about my life, what's the update and stuff like that. So currently I am still out processing and stuff. Man, a lot has happened too. That little situation I told y'all about my story time on my last video, if y'all watched my last video, so much has happened. Like, y'all, I just don't like my first sergeant. And I have every reason, like everybody think I have every reason to. Like, she do that favoritism stuff, and she's a manipulator. And just because she can talk, like, cause she always says like she's a mediator, but just because she can talk, she feel like she can use that against me. Like, honey, just because I'm young, that don't mean I'm naive. I know what you're doing. Okay? People used to manipulate me all my life. I know exactly what you're doing. So anyways, I'm gonna redo my old video because I'm pretty sure y'all saw my old video before I took it down, for the ones who are subscribed to me, of like my basic training experience. But your girl was looking hit in it, so I'm gonna do it over. So anyhow, this is gonna be red face because I noticed that when I did it, I just put everything together, and that's why like it was all over the place, because like I put red phase, white phase, and blue phase all together. And that shouldn't have been like that. If it looks raggedy in the background, yeah, it is raggedy. The walls are raggedy. The whole barracks is raggedy. But this is South Korea for you, in the Army. So 551 ICTC, because I know the other people, they got like some nice barracks. But unfortunately, we got the broke down, bougie, ratchet ones. So anyways, red face. So okay, so if you are about to go to basic training, let me just clarify, y'all will not have no red phase. I mean, y'all will not have no shark attack. We had a shark attack on our first day. It was hectic. We had our laundry bags, and we had to off the bus. We had to hold them, put our heads in the bag while we were on the bus. So they just told us to put our heads in the bag. I was peeking anyways. You know, there were a few other ones that were peeking because we just wanted to know like where we going. We was a little bit excited and we were scared at the same time. So it was just like, it was nerve-wracking. So in your laundry bags, you already had like I want to say some of your stuff that you had to take that you got from reception. And if you had like civilian clothes, you had that in there too, which caused it to be a little bit more heavier. I knew because I watched videos prior to coming to basic training, so I knew like if I carried a lot of stuff and in that bag, when we get ready to do our shark attack, which they make you use your laundry bag, I knew that it wasn't gonna be for me. I was just gonna be terrible at it. So yeah, I threw away all my civilians, everything. So I just had what I was supposed to have in that bag. So as soon as we pull up and we get there, you know, my drill sergeant, who he was in my platoon, so he happened to actually be my drill sergeant. Drill Sergeant Soccer, man, that's the finest man I've ever seen in my entire existence in real life. Like, that's a good looking man. Anyways, he was like, all right, get off my effing bus, you know, yelling all that stuff. So, you know, people were going, and you think that you're going fast, but a lot of people were going really slow. So he was hopping over the seats, like climbing over the seats like a monkey, y'all. And he was just like, y'all get off my bus and stuff like that. With me, he looked straight past me. Like he wasn't stunned about me. Like I had that serious face. Like, y'all, I don't know why, but ain't nobody mess with me in basic and AIT for some reason. Like, no, let me take that back. There was one drill sergeant who messed with me in basic. She was a woman. Y'all know how the woman drill sergeants are for the other girls. Like, they like to mess with you because they know, like, you doing right. And I don't know, they just want to F with you. So, yeah, I had one to mess with me. But besides them, like, I have nobody really messed with me. The men didn't really mess with me. Like, I was always on go. I had a serious face. You know, no laughing, no nothing in front of them. I was all serious, like, about my business. So, you know, he wasn't studying about me. We get off the bus. People fell, and then when people was falling, like running to the pit, because what they have is a tire pit of tire chips, like cut up and stuff like that. Certain people that was falling, all the drill sergeants ran to them, you know, got around them and was like yelling in their ear until they made it all the way to the pit. So as we're running to the pit, they line us up in the pit. We still had to run to our line, or however they lined us up to the pit. And then they told us to put our laundry bags above our head. So we had it above our head like that, and we was just like that. So there was like jogging in place. So we was just like that, jogging in place. And I was like, you know, we was tired because you thought that, you know, well, me, I thought that running to the pit, like, I'm a runner outside of the army. Like, that's what I do. So I was like, okay, I got this and stuff like that. No, with that lunchroom bag, you holding something and you running. Y'all, you get tired so easily. So I was tired. Then you want to catch your breath, but you couldn't catch your breath because you had to hold your head, your bag above your head. Some people was resting it on their heads and they got in trouble. I was all the way at the other end, so when they weren't looking and I just really couldn't take it, I did rest it on my head. But they ain't ever catch me. Like, as soon as they came back down, I lifted that thing back up like smooth criminal. Anyways, one girl, she was beside me. She like kept sitting it on her head, like she couldn't really hold it up because she had so much stuff in it. Like, she had so much stuff in her thing, and you know, they got on her. They pretty much like they gave her it bad. Like, they all surrounded her, yelling at her and stuff like that. So, you know, that was the first day shark attack. So after shark attack, we had went to our platoons, wherever our pit was, wherever our pit was. Port pit. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know. Whatever. I want to say port. So we went under there, and we had also, they dropped our stuff off. They dropped our duffel bags. So they made us go over there, get our duffel bags, and they gave us a certain amount of time, like 2 minutes. They knew darn well we couldn't make those 2 minutes. It was like 100 and no. It was 230 of us. 230 of us. They gave us like 2 minutes to find our duffel bag with our name tag out of all those bags just thrown out there on the ground and come back to our port. So they gave us a certain time. We knew we weren't gonna make it. I knew it because prior, like I told y'all, I watched videos, so I knew that it was a setup. So I was like, okay, be ready to do whatever they say because you know you ain't gonna make it. So what I ended up doing was, you know, we got smoked. We came back. They said front leaning rest position. Yeah, y'all ain't heard that in so long, so I'm sorry for getting it tongue twisted. But yeah, they said front leaning rest position, which is like you're about to do push-ups. So there's a proper way to get into the stance and everything. Like, you have to do it the proper way or they're gonna smoke you some more. So, you know, we had to do that, and then they kept on smoking us with that. We did what they call the 8 count push-up, which baby, you don't want to mess with that. You know, after they smoked us a good bit, like I told you, we met our drill sergeants with our platoon because we was with them, and then that's when they made us get our stuff out of our bag to get 1 pair of OCPs and put it up for graduation. So we did, and I didn't have a civilian bag, so I was told by the people in reception, you don't, like, it's best to not take anything. Like, if you got anything that you don't need to take, throw it away. So that's why I threw away my book bag, like all of that stuff. Come to find out, you needed one because I got smoked. Well, I didn't get smoked. I got yelled at. He was like, why you ain't got it? But I knew my drill sergeant, he was a little soft. No, I ain't gonna say it because I don't want him to feel. I knew my drill sergeant was not a mean person because it's like he wanted to yell at, he didn't want to yell at me, but he yelled at me because, you know, he was around all the other ones, and because, you know, they trying to break us down. So yeah, but he didn't yell so much, I would say. Like, he didn't smoke me or nothing. The platoon got smoked because of me because I didn't have it, but they told me to throw it away in freaking reception, so I threw it away. So while they was getting smoked, I just took my little time, I got it out. And soon as I know they was like at the end, like almost done getting smoked, because they was getting smoked for a while. Then that's when I got in position and everything, because I knew we was about to get up, and you know, we eventually did. So then we went to our classrooms. We had to go through the boys' bay, you know, so they can introduce the boys to the bays, because there's a certain way to get to your classroom. And then that's when they put us in a room. We were all by ourselves. Shoot, when we was going up to our classroom, the other platoons, they was still getting smoked. So I was like, ooh. And they had women drill sergeants. So, you know, women, they like to prove something. So I was like, yeah, they got it bad. I'm blessed. I am blessed. That was nothing but God. So when we got in our platoon classroom, they introduced themselves, and they was just like, look, I don't want to be mean to y'all. I don't want to be, you know, the SHITTY to y'all or whatnot. But, you know, as long as y'all do y'all best, y'all try hard, even if you can't make it, and I see that you're trying, you know, that's all that matters. You know, I'm gonna let you slide. That's what else we were saying. Even though that wasn't my case, like, I actually almost maxed out. I was really, really good. But they were really nice and stuff like that. And then I remember when the other drill sergeants came in, they went right back at yelling at us. I was like, oh, so I got this figure now. I know exactly what they're doing. So around the other drill sergeants, they want to come off as like really mean and stuff like that. But when they had us one-on-one, like, they were so, oh my God, so fun. So what else in red phase? They introduced us right after that, because we didn't go to the DFAC on that day. So they introduced us to MREs. We went back down to our port, under our port, and we sat down, and they gave us MREs, and they told us to eat them, you know, cold. We couldn't use a little warmer thing, so that's what we did. We ate them cold and stuff like that. And you know, watching the videos, they made it seem like they were so terrible and bad. The MREs was not that bad at all. Like, there were some that was like, ugh, but like they're not like, it wasn't like it wasn't like disgusting. Like, they were pretty good to me. So in red phase, we did go to the gas chamber. Y'all, I handled that like a G. I prepped myself. So soon as I found out that, you know, our drill sergeants weren't that bad, I was like, okay, so, you know, the stuff's not gonna be that bad. So when we went to the gas chamber, they tried to make us drink milk that day. Apparently, if you drink milk, you're gonna throw it up or somehow. So I ain't do it. Nobody ain't do it. And they almost tried to make you. I was praying they didn't come to me at my table that day while I was in the DFAC. I was like, no, I don't want to drink it. And they didn't bother me that day, and I didn't drink it. So once we went, they gave us our mask. They told us how to put it on. You know, they taught us and everything, and they even, you know, went over it with us a couple of times. My friend, she had dreads, so when we went in there, we saw the little can in the middle, and they told us to line up on the wall. Then we had to run in place and stuff like that. My friend, once she immediately went in there, it went like through her mask, like it wasn't secure, and probably because her dreads were kind of like thick or whatnot, or her mask wasn't secure as it should have been. And like she immediately started like not freaking out, because she handled it good, but she was just like she can't. They went over there to her, they tried to help her, but she said they never really like secured it. So she was freaking out right then. And honestly, when I think about it, that like when we actually took our mask off, if my mask was like that, like hers from the time we went in, I know I wouldn't have made it, because as soon as we took our mask off, y'all, I was like like gasping, choking for air. It's like, oh my God. It's like as soon as you take it off, it burns. And they say your eyes burn. My eyes, it wasn't really no problem. It was more so my throat, it felt like it was just burning really bad, and it was just like I really couldn't talk, I really couldn't say anything. And when I try to breathe, I have to take little breaths, because it's just like it's hard to breathe. So yeah, after we ran in place and stuff like that, then they came to everybody. They made us, you know, lift it so they could see. Then we had to put it back on. Then we had to secure it and stuff like that. And then that's when they told us to line up and then turn. And then we have to grab our partner in front. And then they're just like, okay, take your mask off. So we take our mask off. Some people weren't taking their mask off, so we was in there a little bit longer than we were supposed to be. And so while I'm sitting up here, you know, with the person in front of me choking, gasping for air, I'm just like, y'all, what the world? These people ain't even got their mask off. So until they got their mask off, we could not leave. So I'm like I'm trying to talk, I can't talk. Everybody trying to talk, because we just struggle. We like, man, we trying to get out of here. And they was in the front too, so they was gonna hit the air right soon as they get out. I was all the way in the back, y'all, all the way in the back. So I was like, man, I got it bad. So eventually they took it off. We run out, and they say to grab onto your partner and just to hold on to them. Soon as we got out, I let them go. I had to breathe. I'm trying to catch my breath and everything. And then as soon as I get out, I noticed the cameras. They taking pictures of us. I'm like, Lord, Mama, please don't let them get no pic of me. Please do not let them catch me looking like I was. Because, y'all, it was rough. It was rough, mind you. So they say, so what really got me was later on, like during red, okay, no, that's in blue phase. We're going to do that in blue phase. So you have your week where you go to the DFAC and you work at the DFAC, then your next platoon, then the other platoon. So they kind of choose who's going to be working at the DFAC and stuff like that. I actually like working at the DFAC, even though we ate last, but I still did. Because when we ate last, we were right in front of the drill sergeant. They was nothing but in our mouths. Mind you, we could not look at them. We could not even look up, because if we did, they would have got on us. So we just know they in front of us talking, staring at us, and we just looking down. Y'all, that was nerve-wracking. That was one of my things in the civilian world. When we go out to eat, I used to hate for people to watch me eat. Y'all, I got used to that in basic. Like, I just had to succumb to it. As soon as you go into the DFAC, they yell, they're screaming. You have to move heel to heel. Yeah, you have to move heel to heel. If you're not moving heel to heel, they will make you get out of line, stand in front of everybody and say, my food tastes better with my heels together. Out loud, yelling it. And you're just missing your time where you could be eating, because you already get like 10 minutes. You don't get that long. You really don't get that long. Like, you don't. So after that, you know, after you eat and stuff like that, you go out. You do a lot. Okay, so in red phase, it's a lot of smoking. A lot of smoking. And not because they want to punish you, but so they can break your body in, so they can get your body used to the physical activity. So that's why they smoke you a lot. It's fun for them though. That's what they do. Also, the first night, I meant to tell y'all, the first night after they introduced us to our baths and stuff like that and all that, they did wake us up in the middle of the night. I want to say at 3 to smoke us. They intended that. They meant to do that. And we had to get out of our bed as soon as they came in. We had to toe the line. That's what they call it. Toe the line. Don't be in the middle of the zone, which is called the dead zone. You cannot be in the middle of the dead zone. But when they smoked us, we kind of had to touch the dead zone because the floor was too small or narrow, I want to say. So you, like when you're doing push and stuff, you're going to be in the dead zone. But like, don't toe it in the dead zone and stuff like that. And of course, that's what they do. And so yeah, they smoked us. They smoke you a lot in the middle of the night. You have bay guard or fire guard shift. Why did I say bay guard? You have fire guard shift where, like, by your bunk, it resonates when you're going to be up at night and do fire guard for like an hour and 30 minutes, which sucks because you already wake up at like 5. So yeah, it sucks. Also, if you're not doing something right, like say if contraband is being found or you arguing with somebody in your bay and all that, look, they will do an all-nighter, which is like they do 24 hour. They do fire guard where like it has to be 12 people that's on fire guard. So pretty much everybody's gonna be up at least twice that night. Like, so make sure y'all not arguing, y'all not doing anything in that bay. Like, y'all need to be as a team, because that's what they're trying to break into you. Like, the army is a team. Be a team. Because if you were not a team and they notice that, oh my God, it's gonna be hell. I want to say we did Victory Tower in red phase. Victory Tower, y'all. I was scared. I almost lost my mind. My heart was racing. I don't like heights. I'm still scared of heights. I don't do heights, but I did it like I did it easily. I didn't let them see me like scared. That's the one thing that I want to do. I don't like for nobody to notice my weakness or call my bluff. So I did it, but y'all, oh my God, I was praying the whole way. I was like, Jesus, please don't let this be the day I die. Please don't let me go like this. I ain't had children yet. I'm not married yet. I'm not no. So I was praying the whole time. But yeah, you do Victory Tower, which you rappel down the 40-foot wall. You also do Jacob's Ladder, you know, all that stuff. Like I said, you do a lot of PT, a lot of physical exercise. Yeah, red phase, that's pretty much what it consists of, you know, a lot of physical activity, you know. The fun stuff like you zeroing, which is like shooting your M4 rifle or whichever rifle y'all use, but I think it's an M4 rifle. Shooting all that, that's white phase. Blue phase, you do the grenades, you know, all that. But those are going to be in different videos. This is just pretty much for red phase. So yeah, pretty much the only thing you really have to worry about is just like, you really need to be a team, or like y'all gonna do that fire guard. I'm telling you, that's no joke. Also, like, you're gonna get smoked a lot in red phase, but that's to break your bodies in. They're just training you. And you're going to be in the classroom too every now and then, because there's certain things that they try to teach you as far as like land navigation, all that stuff in the classroom. Let me know if you guys like this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel for more of my content. Let me know if you guys got any questions about red phase specifically, or about the Army in general, that you would like for me to answer for you. Stay tuned for my next video for, you know, basic training white phase, which is pretty much, I don't think I should do that as a video, because you pretty much like you're at the range all the time, you know, because I got some stories I got to tell you. So I'm just doing a video on that one too. But I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.